Don't worry, baby. I'm his replacement. I'm Jackie.
I should hire a bounty hunter to get my time back. I'm Justin.
I don't suppose you could fit this entire grenade in your mouth, could you, Gene Simmons? Yes, my goodness. I'm Sam, and this is Wanted Dead or Alive from 1987 on Stinker Madness.
Hello and welcome to Stinker Madness. This is a podcast about bad movies for bad movie lovers by bad movie lovers. I'm your host Justin. With me are always Sam and Jackie. This week on the show, currently streaming on Amazon Prime, starring Rutger, Hauer, Gene Simmons, Robert Goulet. I can never remember how to pronounce his name or what TV show.
I think it's Guillaume.
From the 80s. I already say Amazon Prime. Yeah, Wanted Dead or Alive. We've got to keep this show on the rails today, guys, because it's 100. The heat index in our neck of the woods is 110 degrees, and it's miserable. So don't expect a lot of fluff on this episode, guys, or we'll die. We will literally die. So
it's cloudy and nice in Boise.
Yeah, screw you, Sam. Say nice things about us, because we're risking our lives today for you. Sam, go on what you're going to... Please start with Robert Guillaume?
Okay, Robert Guillaume, because he plays this character in like 30 movies. Also, Jerry
TV.
Hardin... No, he is on TV too, but for the most part, he plays the stiff underboss of law enforcement and the stiff overboss who's also evil in law enforcement. Jerry Hardin is in all the movies too. This is probably not even the first time they've done it together. It's just like, this is character actor typecasting to the max with these two. You know his boss, Jerry Hardin, the evil.
I swear to God that he was on like some TV show that my dad was just obsessed with, like not Barnaby Jones, but the other, like a Barnaby Jones, one of those shows. Jackie, do you know this guy at all? Have you ever seen him before?
Benson and
I recognize
Soap.
Benson.
I recognize him, but I couldn't tell you like a specific role that he played.
Well, now we can. Benson. That's the one I'm thinking of. My dad loved Benson. I'd totally forgotten about it. That's where I know him from.
Yeah, Benson was on for 7 years. Soap was on for
there you go.
8, 7 as well. He had 2 big TV shows as well. I didn't even bother to look that up because I'm like, hey, it's him doing his stiff underboss thing in a crime film that he does all the time. The most notable person I thought in here as being someone like, oh, hey, that's so-and-so would be the Mel Harris, the lady from 30-something as the girlfriend.
She was 30-something, you're right. Holy shit, I forgot about that too.
Yeah, so that was fun. In terms of how this shit happened, is somebody had the rights to Wanted Dead or Alive with Steve McQueen, that the rights to that shows before it was considered IP, whatever it was at that point, right?
Sure.
You can't make a Western in 86. They're dead as fuck. Silverado proved that. So what do you do if it's not this? You don't do anything, but you've got the rights, so you got to do it. So who's going to do that? Corman. Just fucking keep it on the rails. You'll be fine. I feel like this is one of those that Corman would have been like, man, if they could all go like this. Because this cost $6.5 million, which is high for a New World Pictures. But if it's an existing property and you've got an outside company, Sarkeesian, doing it, you're fine on that. It raked in 7.5, which isn't a tremendous return. It's not going to be seen as a tremendous Hollywood success to anyone other than the people that made this, who already have 10 million that they're getting on the back end, maybe 20 in video and worldwide distribution. So this thing fucking cleaned up and you didn't even have to make that many posters. At the time, one of the reasons I picked it is this has a really, really bad, this is like raked 30% Rotten Tomatoes. Like everybody hated it. At the time, a lady for the LA Times was like, honestly, if you watch this and tell me it's any worse than the rest of the shit that is coming out right now, you're honestly kidding yourself. And I think she's right. It's a little slower. It's a little bit more deliberate, but it's pretty much 1985 action movie or 1985 crime movie to the max. There's really nothing better or worse about it than the rest of the schlock that was coming out at this time. Gene Simmons, we've mentioned on the podcast before. We always do the school teacher thing. Here's what I didn't know: is his real name is Chaim Witz. You know that? Chaim. With an M at the end. Chaim Witz, because
it's not a name.
His parents were Hungarian Jewish refugees from World War II, and one of the first people that ended up in Israel. He was born in Israel. Mm-hmm. And so his cast, this isn't a reach on casting Gene Simmons as a terrorist character because he's from the Levant. Regardless of which side of the business he's on, you know, he has the look for it. Because at the time people were like, why would you cast Gene Simmons as this? And I'm watching it going, why wouldn't you? Honestly.
Yeah, if you're going to play into stereotypes of that, then yeah. Sure.
Well, he looks the part anyway. And he can fit a whole grenade in his mouth.
I'm surprised
that was
he can
impressive.
With that big old tongue, you know?
It's not just the tongue. What you got a tongue that big, you got to have a mouth the size big enough to house the damn thing, I guess.
It's chock full in there already.
Yeah.
Too much stuff. There's too much stuff, and he can get more stuff in there.
Apparently, before he was a school teacher, because among other things, he speaks 5 languages and is a proficient, could be a stenographer typist. So he was an editor for Vogue before he was a school teacher. What the fuck is this guy? Makes no sense.
Okay,
doesn't make any sense.
No.
What do you mean?
He's also
I just think that it's weird that you go from being employed by Vogue to being a school teacher surrounded by a bunch of snot-nosed kids and then a rock star. It's just a weird path.
It's a weird career trajectory. That's true. He's also a big MAGA guy. Just to throw that out there. Big MAGA. Big MAGA.
Okay. Well,
take what you will from it, but he loves the MAGA.
Maybe. Rutger Hauer. He took
it's true.
less. What? Yeah, I don't want to get into any of it. I feel like a lot of people that are big on MAGA don't even really know what it fucking is. So,
sure.
Anyway, Rutger Hauer took half his normal, Mel Gibson and James Caan were up on this, and it would have pushed the budget into not New World Pictures, probably $10 million. So he took half what he would have normally taken to not play a bad guy and to get the lead. And you get why he does it, and you get why people don't get him. And I think the thing that I'm starting to realize about Rutger Hauer is that he's just Dutch. That's just the size of it. When they talk about people this is the most Dutch person I've ever met, that they're brutally honest and nice at the same time. And you're like, okay, you're just Dutch. I feel that his acting is that. If you don't give him something character-wise that is, say, Blade Runner, where he's playing an android, or these times that he's done really well, and you're like, but you do Rutger Hauer business. And it's because if you don't, he's just being painfully honest and nice, because he's just that Dutch. And what you get here is a very Dutch performance of a bounty hunter.
Would you say that his acting matches his shoes, then?
I didn't get a good look at his shoes.
Well, I assume they're wooden. Hey-o!
Oh!
Actually, he chews up the scenery pretty good in this one, so I would definitely say his shoes do not match.
Yeah, he does the painful eyes a lot in this one too, and I liked that. So he was giving it something because he knew it was a lead, but they didn't give him much to work with, I guess. Mm-hmm. Or at the same time, Gary Sherman, the director, was just like, "Do what you want here." Gary Sherman, of course, directed Dead and Buried 5 years before this. Mm-hmm. Which makes me, after seeing this, go, I need to watch the rest of this guy's movies and just go, well, if you give him this, he does well with what you give him to work with, sort of a thing. That's pretty much it on this. No. Is that it? No?
No, I want to go back to, the music sucks. Gary Sherman, when his name came on, I was like, Gary Sherman. Why does that name so familiar? Is he the guy that got killed for like having the tapes on politicians with pineapple face? Ended up in the LA River? Is that the Gary Sherman?
I don't think so. Well, I'm gonna have to look now. Thanks.
Yeah, his name sounds so damn familiar that that I thought maybe that was the same guy, Gary, or maybe I'm thinking of Gary Glitter. I don't know.
He's alive, so it's not him.
It's not him. All right, I don't know who the hell Gary Sherman is, but
and he took a 15-year hiatus on filmmaking, came back, make a couple, and then peaced out again. Because not enough people have seen Dead and Buried and gone, wow, what a picture.
Maybe there was a Gary Sherman that played for the Lions or something. I don't know, but not him. Okay,
and then got mixed up with Noriega.
Right. Yep.
Do you know how many people got mixed up with that fucking guy?
That's what I'm saying, man.
A ton of people got mixed up with that fucking guy.
And then you end up dead in the LA River. It's how Gene Simmons' career arc is strange and curvy. There is not really a lot of curves on the road to end up in the LA River after hanging out with Manuel Noriega. It's pretty much a straight line. Like
straight line, yeah.
All right,
party at Noriega's, dead in the
kids.
LA River.
We're getting the van. We're headed towards the river. Yeah,
do you have a catapult
again? Yeah, right.
Or a trebuchet that could just get me there in one go.
Let's skip the line.
Yeah.
Here. Okay, all right, let's get into this. So it starts.
Well, one more thing of notice, because I should mention the music is basically the main problem with this thing for me, and I like the rest of it, but whatever. I lost it on the music. Never mind. Music sucks.
Okay, the music
Good
stinks.
job. Oh no! So there's a whole thing with that's getting popular on the YouTube now with the gun people, where they're liking movies specifically because of the collection of guns used to make them. If this thing ever gets any legs, it's going to be because of that, because this thing has quite an assortment of very eccentric and unique weapons.
Yeah, but he only uses the shotgun. I was really disappointed about that.
Yeah, but he had the machine gun that I couldn't even spot. I think it's a German model actual machine gun that he steals from one of the terrorists. I think he shoots it once.
I thought,
but either way, the movie has all these guns in it, and there's a Steyr AUG in there. And there was a M16 that had like a 24-inch suppressor that's probably not even real. Just stuck a tube on the end of it. But and then he has a Tonto, the little Japanese dagger that rarely pays
Tonto.
Itself off.
Oh my god, I always forget what those are called. And the whole movie I was thinking, I know what those are called. Damn it. And then there it is. It's a Tonto. Yeah, it's like a mini samurai.
Knife.
It's a knife side. Yeah, it's a samurai sword in knife form. They're a sword. Yeah. They're shaped like a sword. They've got a hilt that's about as long in proportion to the blade as a samurai sword. It's a very long hilt. But it's a little tiny knife.
Yes, it's a lady's blade from the shogunate or what are the Edo period.
Yeah, you could tie your hair in a bun with it, or you could stab a guy in the throat with it.
Stab the shit out of somebody. It's a very sharp knife, but it pays itself off very rarely.
Yeah. Okay, so we start out in a roadhouse on the wrong side of the tracks. Our man here, his name is Joshua Randall or Josh Randall.
Nick Randall, because Josh Randall is Steve McQueen in Wanted Dead or Alive.
Got it. Okay. He's a bounty hunter, and I've never seen Wanted Dead or Alive by Steve McQueen or with Steve McQueen, so we're just gonna deal with that. Okay. He's got some toughs that he's following, and they hassle somebody at the bar. They get in their truck, and they're gonna go cause a ruckus someplace. So he puts it in drive and starts following. Meanwhile, a rabbi lands at LAX, and he's like, "Oh, hey, I've got Rabbi whatever guy driver. You know, he's at the airport with his name on a little placard, and you get in the car and you drive away."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, it's good that you know, I hired your service to pick me up. you had a really good reputation. Now die!
Now die. We also
Why does he kill this guy?
Because he hates him.
Well, there's no... Jackie was like, because he needs that van. They never used the van again in the rest of the movie. He just killed that guy and drove away in his van. That's it.
He just hated that guy. That guy was a guy that he needed to kill that was unrelated to the rest of his terrorism business.
Huh.
Which I should note, at the time, one of the reviews stated, in period, that it would be outlandish for Middle Eastern terrorists to come to the United States. Printed that.
Huh.
Non-prophetic.
Yeah. Okay, a little off there. Wait a minute. That's no rabbi. That's the lead singer of Kiss. He's a bad guy, and he's going to go do some nefarious activity someplace else in a van, and then, I guess, ditch the van.
His hair is the pinnacle of, well, I don't want long hair anymore, but I don't want short hair. And so you just have the worst hair.
What year was
He's got helmet hair.
Yeah, he's got helmet hair. He totally has. He's got bad hair. I don't care. His hair has always been stupid. Like, even as the demon's got stupid hair. He's got Shogun hair. We're bringing that up again. Like, except for it's really curly, but he's got that, when he wears the makeup, he's got that little tuft on the top of his lid.
Yep.
That he's got Shogun hair. His hair sucks. Sorry, Gene Simmons. But I'm not. Your hair blows, man. He's got to know. He's got to be like, God, this hair's a pain in the ass, man. I hate this shit.
It just does whatever, which is
I can't do anything.
The world is telling you to cut it shorter.
Yeah.
Because my hair sucks if I let it get long. It just does. And so I don't.
Right.
I cut it shorter. I go to the supercuts and I say, could I please have the state trooper? And they accommodate that.
What year was Lick It Up? Is this about Lick It Up time?
This is 85, so I'm thinking that's got to be right in. Because Lick It Up's
right
after the disco albums, right?
Yeah, maybe maybe while they're filming this, he's doing Lick It, because this is the same hair he's got in Lick It Up when they take off the makeup and you're like, oh God, whoa, oh. Put it back on. You're less scary as the blood spewing fire demon guy.
Mm-hmm.
Face is not great. So the toughs from the bar, they go to this convenience store and they start hassling the guy. And
we glossed over the most 80s thing that happens in this movie. Oh. He gets his shot to go so that he can drink and drive.
Right. And he takes the shot with him. The shot glass.
Yeah, the shot glass. I guess he's going to bring that back later.
I think he has a collection of them behind his seat. He's just like, and there's another one for the collection.
He's just got empties everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So these toughs, they go into this, I guess it would be a bodega. I don't know what they call it. Whatever. And it's owned by a little, I'm guessing the movie is telling us that they're Vietnamese, because the main tough guy, he like grabs the dude by the throat and is like, if I'd been in Vietnam, we would have nuked it. Wait, so if you were at Vietnam, you would have nuked it while you're there?
You would have nuked it while you were there.
You would have nuked yourself, dumbass.
If he's from Vietnam and he's here now, he was one of the ones that made it out, and one of the South Vietnamese was on our side, and your comrade the entire time. You're probably fucking friends with that guy.
You would have nuked this country you were fighting. We were fighting the North. I'm from the South. You're an idiot. You're not just a tough bad guy. You're an actual full-on fucking idiot. Dipshit. Get out of here. But Rutger Hauer comes in. He starts blowing the place apart. That's like, are you here to help? Because all you're doing is shooting this place up, pal.
Yeah. He damages more in the store than was in the register.
Totally.
I think he gave him $100 though on his way out.
Was it 100? It looked like a $5 to me.
I think this whole scene's just like after effects of that Dirty Harry stakeout, right?
Yeah, right.
That scene made this shit happen like 1,000 to 2,000 fucking times.
Specifically Cobra being very iconic.
Yeah.
Dude. But, at least here, he's not actually there to help because he's not a cop. He's a bounty hunter. He just wants this guy. So he gets his man and he takes him to the cop shop. He's got him locked in the trunk. I guess the guy smells real bad. He's like, here's your guy. Here's your guy, cops. He stinks. He's a stinky guy. So I put him in the trunk. Here's some some of those lemon trees. I've wrapped him on that. Still didn't help.
He also like either had taken his smelly jacket and worn it and given it back to him, or just gives him a jacket that was associated with his presence because he smells so bad, and then pulls a new jacket out of the backseat of his car. Like, my jacket sucks now because it was by you.
Right.
Here's my jacket. I have another one. Also, I live in LA and I just don't need these things, but I have 10.
Yeah. So we meet his buddy, Freddie, or I don't know what his name is. It's not important. And Josh Randall, he goes to his secret lair.
Nick.
Because he's Rick Randall. Oh, Rick is the
Nick.
Cop. Right. Nick. So he goes to his secret lair. He's got an entire warehouse building, not just like the top floor, like an art studio type thing, like the guy from Highlander, Clan McQuaid from Clan McQuaid. He's got an entire warehouse. Like, you could probably build new Cadillacs in this building.
You could be a coach builder with this, for sure. You could be a custom coach builder. He's got a mini kitchen, a gym, a shooting range. He has his own shooting range with the little rack for the ear protection and everything. And he's also got some classic cars that he's working on. Like, this is the antithesis of his pad from Split Second. It's super nice, way too big, fairly clean.
It's got a pretty good computer system and, a giant arsenal. Like, there's no way one person would have that many guns. But he does.
An armory.
Yeah.
So, does bounty hunting pay really well, or is he like Bruce Wayne? He's just got money.
He made $25,000 that night.
That's a good haul. So, bounty hunting in this universe pays quite well.
Yes.
Because his rent's got to be out of the roof, unless he owns it. So he goes in, he chews a bunch of scenery, he throws a basketball at a wall for a little while, chewing scenery, and then he stupid basketball, punches it into the air. Like, just weird shit. Because here's the thing about, like you said, Sam, this movie gives him so little to work with that he has very mundane lines when he talks, but he Rutger Hauer's out and like tries to be a little kooky with them, like, oh yeah, I gotta go to work, but in Rutger Hauer manner, he chews so much goddamn scenery in this because the script sucks.
Being Dutch. He's like, well, if it was me and I had this much space and I got paid $25,000 for one night of work, I would be bored. So I would play a little wall ball sometimes. Just keep it. I get bored, so I'm going to play some wall ball right now.
Solo, and then I'm going to punch it, and then it's now stuck in my roof. So his cop buddy comes over, and they talk about girlfriends. Hey, don't tell my wife that I have a motorcycle that I keep in your giant warehouse that I can actually I can ride my motorcycle in your bedroom. That's how dumb this place is.
This is not his bedroom. He just has a flop situation there if he needs it, because we see his house later as a fucking boat.
Yeah, that's shit.
Like, 8-year-old me, this is my dream.
Oh, totally.
Houseboat, warehouse,
my dream right now.
Armory, halfway to Batman. Fuck yes.
Yeah. No, I'd like it right now. So they talk about his girlfriend. Oh, my girlfriend's living on my houseboat, and so you can keep your bike here and let's shoot guns in my spare bedroom / kitchen. So they do. They fire off rounds in his house.
Yes, the shooting range is next to the gym.
Don't miss.
The gym is behind the shooting range, so you got to fuck that up like Cody Abilene bad to.
Okay. Meanwhile, our bad guy, Gene Simmons, he's going to a showing of Rambo. Rambo is playing at the theater. Have you either of you guys seen Rambo?
I mentioned this out loud when I was watching it. I was like, this doesn't happen for 20 more years.
Yeah, I don't remember Rambo being in the 80s. It's called First Blood, you bastards!
Yeah.
They just couldn't get the rights for it, so they just put up Rambo. Rambo's playing. Okay. They could have done Rambo 2 or 3. Rambo 3, no, too early for Rambo 3.
I feel like it's just up there because Sherman knows that he's doing an urban Rambo movie, so he's just like goes, I'm leaving nothing to your imagination. Rambo. Also, you idiots think that's the name of the movie. I hate my life. They only let me do 5 of these fucking things with a full budget.
So he puts a bomb in the furnace, I guess. It's this little tiny bomb. It's not big. Plastic explosives.
Yeah.
And then he goes out into the parking lot and hits the switch, and it is a massive explosion, but it's nowhere where the people would be. It just blows up the lobby. Like he blew up a guy making minimum wage selling popcorn. That's it.
Yeah, the movie tells us later that that was such a large explosion that it just shot out the front because the inside of the theater is completely vaporized by the explosion as well. However, an explosion that large would have taken the roof with it.
Exactly. The whole place would have had to have crumbled.
Yeah.
They
only had $6 million.
True. Okay, so Randall, he goes and visits his girlfriend. She's living on his boat. His boat is a hoopty. It's a real mess.
Yeah.
She should probably spend some of that warehouse money on that boat.
It has one of those terracotta fire pit things,
Yeah.
It has one of those that's behind her that's lit.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, where's the smoke going from that?
No kidding.
And are you going to die of inhalation later?
I don't think houseboats have fires on them.
But this
It's not
one
a good idea.
Little mini
but
one.
I think it's a bad idea.
He's got one. Yeah.
I think it's a terrible idea. Fire on a
the
boat?
The inside of the boat is nicer than the outside. He's made it livable.
Yeah, but he's also drawing power because she's got a mini fridge in there too, which would require a generator.
No, he's just hooked up to dock power. There's docks in LA for years. You can't. No, so for LA for years. As long as I've been alive, there's a different rental dock for do you live in the boat or are you parking the boat here? And the do you live in the boat, there are docks for that, and he's in one of those docks. He lives in that boat. He's hooked up to power.
So he's running 220 on an extension cord into the water and up to his refrigerator.
There's an adapter on the dock that he plugs in the boat into.
I have some dubious thoughts about this.
It exists.
There could be battery. He could run batteries to run his lights, but running a fridge takes a lot of juice. Just seems, I don't know. Especially for him. Okay, so anyways, she's there. They have a riveting discussion about some owner of a harmonica, and then they both play the harmonica and suck at it so hard that they say, we suck at harmonica, we should just bang. And so that's how the scene goes.
That's what happens. The scene is basically a token dialogue that it's related to the Steve McQueen show.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because he talks about his grandpa Josh.
Yeah. Okay. Huh. All that information would have been really helpful in the context of this movie. Okay. Morning comes, and the bombing's on the TV, and he hears the name of Gene Simmons' character, which is, we're just going to say his first name is Malak. I recognize that name. And then this dude walks up and he's like, oh, hey, I'm not weird right now. And she's like, you're fine. This is my client. Oh, yeah? What kind of business are you even in that you're hiding what you're actually doing? You never declare that in this movie. But I'll just take your word for it that he's your client. Ooh. He seems nice. Hey, Bob, did you hear about this bombing? Yeah, sucks. Okay, see you later, Bob. Have a nice day. And then they go for a walk.
Yeah. Well, he does say to Danny that she thinks he's in security, which is honestly now the word is out on what that means, and it's just bad stuff. They do bad stuff with guns.
Right. Yeah. So why not just say you're a bounty hunter if you're into okay, so you're a mall cop? Because anything above mall cop and you're in security, you're probably not doing good things, even in the 80s.
Yeah, it's
just
bad
say you're a
stuff.
bounty hunter. There's nothing wrong with being a bounty hunter. You're getting, bail jumpers off the streets.
He's not even doing that. He's making $25,000 a week on a slow week. He owns his own warehouse and houseboat.
I know. Yeah, it's not like being a fucking brain surgeon or a child's oncologist or anything. You're not going to, but it's not a shameful job.
His celebrity is a top-of-the-line model. Brand new. He's got a brand new Harley Davidson. He's got 3 other cars. His own fucking gym. Doctors are jealous of what this guy makes.
Yeah, he just doesn't want her to know about it because he wants her to like him for him.
Oh, she's going to like him for
a shitty warehouse. She'd be like,
hair.
I wonder how much that's worth here in
so
LA.
It's not the job that he's hiding, Jackie. It's the money.
Yes.
Huh.
And the danger.
Huh.
The less she knows, the better.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to tell her about the warehouse because then when he gets bored of her and he wants her to go away, he's just gonna like, I've got to go on a business trip. And then he just lives at the warehouse and then he runs into her at the McDonald's and it's like, I just got back today. And then she's like, I don't believe you.
Why are you in an industrial district? I live here? I mean, I don't live here. Huh. Okay, so they go for a walk, and he's no client. He's CIA, I think, or DOJ, or he's up there, and he's a Fed. He's a G-man. And he's like, hey, I want you to go get this bombing guy, Malik. You got to go get him for me. Oh, yeah? What's it gonna pay? $250,000 dead. Oh, yeah? What about alive? I'll throw in $50,000 bonus. You plan on keeping him? No, I just want to know how much it's going to cost me to kill this son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, also, keep it on the DL. Like, I don't want a lot of people know about that I'm, especially my girlfriend, because if she knows that I'm getting $250,000 for this, she's going to like me for something other than me. Cash, cold hard, lots of cash. My millions of dollars that I have, she's going to like that instead.
Yes. Before you came, I was really laying it on thick. I gave her both meats and toast for breakfast.
And I was pushing it. She might start thinking I got some cash. So I put a little extra this morning. I probably should switch back to Kino or something.
Mm-hmm.
Quinoa. What's that?
Quino.
How do you pronounce that?
Quinoa?
Quino, thank you. Kino
Spam.
is what you play in shitty hotels in Nevada. Yeah, Spam. I should give her Spam. Actually, Spam's like really expensive now. When was the last time you bought a can of Spam, Sam?
It's been a long time because I don't
They're
really
about
like it very much.
It's like $5 or $6 for a can of Spam, and you're like, ugh.
They probably haven't made this shit in 20 years, and it's just appreciating.
It's all collector's edition Spam now, baby.
Yeah. We're down to 58 million pounds of this shit. Raise the price.
They got to raise the price because they have to keep Indiana Jones on staff so he can punch you and say it belongs in a museum.
Yeah.
Spam! Okay, so he's like, all right, keep this on the DL. Don't let anybody know. All right, you want to go see the scene of the crime? Fucking news cameras are everywhere. There's feds all over the place. Yeah, sure,
Yep.
let's go. Dumbass.
Yeah, like everybody who's working this case is out there, and they're like, what the hell is this guy doing here? Like, didn't he, leave the force? And he's just cruising around picking up dolls. Like, who the hell takes their kid to see Rambo?
Right.
He steps on the doll, which makes me go, yeah, you're a fucking super fed with your crime scene etiquette. Oh, what's this I just fucking stepped on?
Ooh, I hope that wasn't a clue. Also, the whole rest of the plot of the movie gets kicked off because I came to this crime scene. If he hadn't gone to this crime scene, it goes, okay, I'm going to need to see police files. You're going to need to, get me that stuff. Because nothing comes of going to the crimes. Oh, yeah, they find the remote, the detonator, but they're going to find that anyways. All he's got to do is say, okay, how'd the bomb get set off? It was a pretty high-tech satellite remote detonator. Okay, there's only one place I could go to find something like this. And then he can go do his bounty hunting stuff. But instead, by going to the crime scene, getting plastered all over the fucking news, and the higher-ups of the CIA being there and saying, hey, it's that guy. We should use him as fucking bait to catch the killer because the killer's gonna want to catch him. So we can... If he doesn't go there, the plot doesn't exist, and he just catches Gene Simmons.
Yeah, because they also mention it's NASA-grade technology.
Mm-hmm. He could have just found that out later. All right, give me the report. I'll start doing my thing. I don't need to go to the crime scene. No, there's going to be cameras everywhere.
He was the one that identified it was NASA-grade tech. So they would have fucked it up had he not gone down that.
Okay. The CIA would have been like, I don't know. Yeah,
they do that. They do that a lot in this one.
That's a leap. The FBI could do that, but the CIA probably know about this sort of technology.
Where's the ATF? They got the wrong address again. They're about 8 blocks away. They just shot somebody.
Wait, they got Seagal driving a tank? Oh, shit.
Yeah. He just shot somebody, and he told him about the old masters until he died of fucking boredom.
Did you know that when he got in the fucking tank and drove through that guy's house, it was the wrong house, and B, he killed the guy's... No, he fucking ran over a dog. Like, the guy's dog. But yeah, that guy sucks so fucking bad. It's not like, God damn it. I mean, we got a lot of sucky guys but he's still on my top 10 list of people that should be shot into space. Okay, so, sure as shit, Malik, he gets pictures of Randall at the crime scene. Now I need to kill this guy. So now that's going on. The detonator leads him to a series of Randall to a series of burglaries. He goes and gets the burglar. He goes to that's like the whole movie is just a chain of I'm gonna go to this guy. I'm gonna shove him up against the wall. He's gonna say, okay, fine, I'll tell you, it was this guy, and I'm gonna go to this guy, and I'm gonna shove him up against the wall, but I'm also gonna put a toilet plunger up his butt, and then he's gonna tell me the next guy, and I'm gonna just keep proceeding to do this for the next 40 minutes, while also having some scenes with my girlfriend here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And figuring out that he had a tail.
Yeah, well,
he was under surveillance.
Yeah, he's being watched at his dock house. So he sneaks over the side, goes over to the guy, breaks a beer bottle, and holds it to his throat and says, "Hey, give me the next clue." Okay. Yeah. And then he breaks his car. So he can't drive.
He pulls the shifter off so that it makes it more difficult to drive, I guess.
How do you pull a shifter off of a car? Is that even possible?
You can unscrew the fucking things.
They're
really easy.
Screw them.
And actually, how do you do that? He did that in this scene. God knows whether it was scripted or not, because he looked like he actually strained to rip it off there. So, like, I think that just happened, and they're like, "That's the print. Print that one." He just also somebody fix that. You gotta bring that car back.
He actually broke it. Okay, so the cops puts him in one of the burglar. I can't read my notes. Anyways, he goes to the burglar, like I said, and goes to the guy's house that he gets the tip from. He assaults him, and he finds out that the terrorists are planning. No, he doesn't find this out, but the terrorists, they tell us that they're planning on blowing up a chemical plant in such a particular order of explosions that the chemicals will create a vapor that will drift into the public and kill, at conservative estimates, 30,000 people.
So what I liked most about this plan was that it was the first tank, the second tank, and then the third tank was an aerosol tank. And that was the one that was going to push the evil substance out. And I'm like, well, that only works if you have pressure like from an aerosol can.
Right.
Like if you just release aerosol into the, that's not going to do shit.
It'll fuck up the ozone layer.
Yeah, but it's not going to like propel it anywhere.
What's under heavy pressure?
Make everybody's hair. Yeah, he says that the winds will take care of it. The prevailing winds. The strong, powerful winds of San Bernardino, California.
It's the sea breeze that fucking Loggins is always singing about. It's going to be the real Grim Reaper.
Yeah, there's only one way for that shit to blow. It's in the. We see it later. It's in the desert. They say it's on El Segundo, so it's in the middle of freaking L.A. There's no chemical plant like that in the middle of L.A. There's not room for it. This shit's
City of Industry.
Valley. It could be in City of Industry for sure. There's only one way for the winds to blow, and that's the desert. 30,000 people? I don't know about that, man. No offense to your people, Sam, because you're desert folk, but you got Nevada just right over there. That desert folk, hills have eyes, like they've already been in on the chemicals. That's what makes them psychos.
This is going to give them superpowers.
Yeah, right. Okay. So the CIA, they want to slow Randall down for some reason. I'm not real clear on what the plan here is.
This is actually one of my favorite parts of this movie is that they're using him as bait, and it doesn't work. Like the CIA actually just in the script intentionally, they're fucking with him so that Malik will trip up trying to get revenge, but it doesn't fucking work at all, and it's great. Yeah, even says so. Gene Simmons says so out loud in one of the things like they think I would care about one man.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's just that Jerry Hardin's character he just fucks up. It's just a bad plan, and I like that that's included.
Okay. So they have the cops stop him and write him up for nothing, and then they're like, oh, wait, we let you be stalled for too long, so now you're free to go. All right. So then he goes to meet the next guy, but it's a trap, and bullets start flying all over the place because Malik doesn't come for him. But Malik's men's do. They start shooting up this guy, and they kill him, the guy that sold the detonator to another guy, who sold the detonator to another guy. And then there's a car chase, and they get he gets the next name just in time before that guy dies in the car. And, Oh, I guess this chase is not over.
We find out that it wasn't just a bad plan because in the scene before you have Gene Simmons say, they would think I would care about one man. Then in this next scene, Rutger Hauer didn't know specifically who it was, but Lipton, Jerry Hardin's character, did. And he was using him as bait, and the whole thing didn't fucking work. It was a total sideways pooch screw. But now everybody's on the same level of information that they all know it's Malik, and he knows kind of, which is fun because you got Gene Simmons' character going, why would I care about one man? And then Lipton telling Nick, well, this is the fifth man that you didn't kill back in 78 or whatever. And he's like, I kind of remember that guy. Okay, I guess there's right. You really... You thought this was going to work, but I don't remember that guy, and he obviously doesn't care about me, so bad fucking plan, get out of my fucking way. And I really liked the way that played out.
And then he's like, screw you, cops, I'm getting out of here. So he steals the dead guy's car with the dead guy in it.
The dead guy is still in the car.
And I guess he was like the original idea. His thought process was, well, I'm just going to drive this back to the warehouse. But then, the cops follow him or some bad guy follows him. So he's got to change that plan up to ditch him. But at the time, it seems like he's just going to drive a dead guy back to his warehouse. And this is his car now.
Yeah.
Well, what it is that he wants to use the multiple person lane. What is that called where you have
carpool lane?
Carpool lane.
I don't know if that was a thing yet.
LA traffic, baby.
So he's like, I got to keep the dead guy in the car until I get to the warehouse.
It's just a whole weekend at Bernie's scenario on the way there. He's got it. All right, he's like waving at vans full of kids, that are on a family vacation. Hi, I'm not dead, see?
Yeah. That would be fun. And I think this is just like a couple years before that would have been the case, too. Because this has that 80s feel of LA movie where they're never on the freeway. It's all surface streets in this film, which is interesting.
So he does get another tail. So he pulls into a very empty garage, which was weird. And then ditches the car at the end of it, but then he sneaks into the sewer because this garage has a manhole in it. That's not how those work, but okay.
Yeah.
So now he's in the sewer, and they lost him. The terrorists, they've captured one of the G-men that was, I guess, the informant guy. And so he gives up the location of the boat that he, hey, this guy is looking into you. Here's where he lives. It's a boat. I was there. He held a broken bottle in my neck and broke my car. If you could, I've got a new shifter, but I need a ride to it. So I'll show you where it's at. No, you die. No.
He also made me sit on my keys, and they're still sucking my ass.
Yeah, they don't really say what happens to this guy. I mean, they just kind of bonk him and throw him in a trash can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. They just, you are done. And then they wheel him away.
No, they torture the piss out of him later.
Do they?
Gene Simmons shoots him in the foot and in the knee.
That's this scene.
Yeah, that's right.
That's this scene.
No.
But then, he's done here. Because that's all the information he can give up.
Yeah, well, they doss him in the thing, then there's a cut to Rutger Hauer being Dutch, and then it comes back to him getting shot a couple times, and he spills the beans.
Right, but then they put him in a dumpster and wheel him away. He shoots him in the foot and the knee. Those aren't lethal. We don't know what happens to this guy.
He's dead as fuck.
Okay, so Randall, he calls Nick. And he's like, oh, hey, the cops are all over my boat. I got to give them the slip. I'm being followed still because I'm bait, and this is a dumb... it hasn't worked like 6 times now, and they're still trying it. So I got to go get this guy, and I need you to pretend you're me and go onto my boat, have sex with my girlfriend to really give it some authenticity, make sure that those guys think it's you. And I've stuck into your bedroom while you were sleeping with your wife, and not sleeping with your wife, but sleeping, and she was also sleeping. I've snuck into your bedroom, and I've brought in a lady's wig and stuck it in your bathroom so you can pretend you're me. We're friends, right?
In his defense, he tells her to leave for a week, and she doesn't do that.
Oh, that bitch.
So she shouldn't have been there. And we're assuming that Danny is capable of dealing with tough stuff situations. I guess he didn't see it coming that they were going to blow up his boat.
I guess not. But either
when
way...
I see Danny and his girlfriend on the boat, I'm like, oh, fuck, they're dead.
Oh, yeah, they're totally dead. But you weren't disturbed by the fact that he snuck into his house to plant a wig while they were sleeping.
I think I missed that part.
Okay, and then when you get onto my boat, go ahead and kiss my girlfriend right on the goddamn mouth. Like, I think that's there.
Danny ad-libbing because she's not supposed to be there.
Okay, but you're my bro.
He's freewheeling.
And I trust you to do whatever you need to do to make sure that the cops think it's me. So if she is there, we will not be a problem if you give her the tongue. But she's not supposed to be there. But if she is, you really got to make sure that
make it convincing.
Hold on to her
pork
boobs.
her off the side like I usually do.
Yeah. Also, like, it's poop water, right? It's poop water.
This is not good water.
Yeah, it's like you're saying, you dock up, but you shit on your houseboat. Mm-hmm. Shit's got to go someplace. It's not like the sewer guy comes up and pump it to where? Pump it to where? I think it's poop water.
It's probably poop water. I mean, and the other thing is that, like, take my boat out for a spin, mind all of the dead seals covered in Exxon oil while you're doing it.
Like speed bumps
Poop's
for
the
boat.
best thing in this harbor.
Poop is probably the best thing in that harbor. Also, take my boat out. All right, fires it up, it goes 4 feet and it sinks. Glug. It's a piece of shit, man. I'm not taking your boat anywhere. A,
No.
what do I know about boating? And B, I've seen it. No. But they don't need to worry about it because it explodes and they both die. There was also the boat explosion scene is weird because he kisses her twice, says, "Hey, I know you don't know me. I'm Randall's friend." And she's like, "Oh, okay. Wait, I thought he was a why is he kissing? Like, okay, why are you pretending to be him? This is all seems." But she like makes a comical look at the camera. That's the last we see of her is like a look, and then the fucking boat explodes and she's dead. Like, that's not the tape. That's not how you cut that together.
I liked it.
I did. I mean, I liked it because I'm talking about it, but it's a strange editing decision.
Yes,
it's a bit odd transition. So they're dead. He sees it all. The cops see it all, and the Robert, what's his name in this movie? The G-Man.
Fillmore Walker.
Okay.
Robert Guillaume.
Yeah. Fillmore. He calls in the death to Limpton. He's like, "God damn it. Now he's dead. We got nothing. You son of a bitch. You set him on this trap and now I got no leads. I got no man and there's no bait anymore. So you're fucked too because of your stupid plan, you asshole."
He also, like, I think this has got to be one of the first instances of, if you're going to fuck me, kiss me first. He says that in one of the, and I was like, yay.
Yeah. I don't know. Isn't Lipton his boss?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, if you're going to fuck me, kiss me first, ass face.
Who is my boss?
Who's my boss? Well, he doesn't really care about, I mean, when your boss fucks up that bad, there's like X amount of leeway for you to fucking freewheel about.
Yeah. Okay. So they call off all the surveillance. The guy's dead, right? They don't need to watch out for him. Well, then Randall sneaks into the car and he's like, "Hey, I'm not dead actually, but my girlfriend is and my best friend, so that sucks pretty hard. But let's get out of here." And then they drive off and he's like, "Hey, man, sorry about all that stuff that I've put this on you on this path and like that I drove you to that crime scene. That was a bad call. If I hadn't done that, they'd still be alive because they wouldn't know that you were looking for them. But let's hug it out. Are we bros? Yeah, we're bros. Bros. Anything you need, I will get you to get this done." Okay. I'm good. Because you don't actually end up getting me anything in this throughout the whole thing. So now the terrorists, they've got barrels of bombs all over the city. They've got a barrel factory. The terrorists, they've come to. That's how they got the van. So they kill the guy with the van. He works for a barrel delivery company, and so he, hey, we're the guys that deliver barrels, like oil barrels. Let us into your factory, and then they go in and take over the factory. That's how that started the barrel factory.
Or somebody just thought it was neat that the barrels look like that when they're being made, and the terrorists just bought the barrels because you can do that.
You can just buy the barrels, but he does break in later. He does. They own the barrel factory, or they run in it because he breaks into it later.
They've infiltrated a barrel factory.
The barrel factory,
rather than just buying the fucking things.
Rather than just buying barrels.
Yeah.
Okay. So they got bombs all over the city. Oh, I think this is a little understated, but like, they're blowing up. Like the whole city is in a panic, but like all you hear about it is
they placed car bombs all over the city to keep the police distracted so that they can infiltrate the aerosol factory where they make Aquanet.
It's not like, ooh, this car blew up. Ooh, that car blew up. At one point, there's like 130 children that die because of a bomb explosion in the bus area. So it just barely comes over the news. Like the whole idea is the city's like on fire and but that doesn't translate. But they got bombs everywhere. It's bad. So Randall, he goes to the address of his newest clue, and he finds the detonators. He's like, oh, shit. Okay, the detonators are here. This has got to be the end of the line. Wait, also, he's got a wetsuit that's wet, and he's bombing. He blew up my boat. No! So he's going to kill this guy, but he doesn't. He doesn't do it. He doesn't kill this guy. He doesn't get his revenge. It's pretty weird. He just shoves him in a locker and then starts putting fucking rounds of shot into it.
Yeah.
I don't think this guy made it, but then we see him and he's still alive, pretty much.
It's, the old magician trick with the sword, only he's doing it with the shotgun and he might miss.
You mean hit?
Well,
miss the
he does give him a heads up of where the bullet's coming, right? Because he taps where he's going to shoot so that the guy can get out of the way,
Also, I think this film does...
Okay.
By this point, I think this film has done something really interesting that's not good, and it's probably not real, is that the terrorists fucking spill the beans way too fast, and the CIA agent guy doesn't. And I think that would be the other way around.
Yeah, right.
But when he first throws him in there, like, this guy's like serious business. He's a hardened terrorist. He's got his knife ready. He loses the fight immediately, gets tossed into this locker and goes, "Please let me out."
Right.
Please let me out.
Just like high school. I don't want to be in the locker. Next is the wedgie, isn't it? So he gets the address of or whatever he needs to go, and he just chucks this guy down the stairs while he's in the locker, and that's it.
Yeah.
He killed your wife and best friend, bro. So now the terrorists are putting terrorists in the barrels. They've got like an assembly line. Dude shooting into them by a machine, shook, and then the lid goes on and it gets on the truck. It's all very efficient.
Some of the barrels have explosives in them, and some of them have people.
There's a sorter.
And it doesn't seem like there's a very articulate... They're not like putting colored dots on them or anything. It's just like, order them exactly like this or we're going to get we're going to get it mixed up. So there has to be a very articulate order of people in these barrels, explosives in these barrels.
I don't think so.
Or is it like 1 per 4? So you've got 4 barrels on a pallet, and 3 of those barrels are explosives, and one of them's a person that's going to do the blowing up of that. Like, is that how it works? I think that I want it to work like that. That there's like 16 pallets on the back of this heavy hauler, and every pallet has 1 man in a barrel or lady, and then the rest of it's just going to blow up. So you like forklift it to a certain place, and you've got your modular terrorist explosive barrel unit all contained right there in one go. That seems great to me.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I think how it goes is actually Malik gets up in front of these guys and says, "For too long, America has raped our resources and killed our women, and it's bad. We should take America down. Now, who wants to volunteer to take America down?" And like all these guys are like, "Yeah, rah, rah." They get their AK-47s and they start shooting them up in the air. And they're like, "Okay, now we'll go through Sam's assembly line of men in barrels. Good. Everything's very tight and efficient. Close the lids." They close the lids and the guys like they go to the scene and they'll open up the lids and the dudes are all dead.
They're all dead. They had to have holes in the barrels.
Oh shit. Now we have no guys.
Or they just were like,
that it's so hot that they die of heat exposure in the barrel. It would be
so fucking hot in the barrel.
Yeah, they ran the math and they're like, we got 108 barrels. We really only need to fill 80 of them up with explosives. What should we put in the other ones? And they're like, whoever's just kind of crappy at being a terrorist, just stuff them in the barrel and make them think that they're going to be doing something great.
All of the Garys and Steves go in the barrel. Yes. Okay, so Randall, he sneaks into the warehouse and gets onto the truck. And instead of just like taking it all down there, which is what I was thinking the scene was, because he's got a big gun. He doesn't. He just gets on the truck and hangs off of it and rides to where they're gonna do it. Meanwhile, the feds are raiding some house. Whose house is this?
This is the water suit guy's house.
The
From the
water-
locker.
No.
This is the lockers guy's house.
The locker guy's
No.
house is where he is. This is Gene Simmons' crash pad.
Oh, okay. I thought we were
okay.
talking about the police.
It's got all the maps and all the plans and everything that they left behind.
Okay, so that's how the cops get to the factory or the plant. The chemical.
Yeah, and
Right.
they,
Okay.
all they have to go on is the actual schematics. So somebody had to go down to records and figure out what building that was.
Right. So barrels get dropped off at the plant. Randall, he steals the truck that he was on, and now he's gonna ram shit. But then all of a sudden, an armored car busts in, and he's like, "Shit, that's Malik and some lady. I don't know." And so he gets back in the truck, and he chases after the armored car. And I guess this was the plan. Their plan was to, okay, if you survive transport in barrel, Gary or Steve, when armored car drives by you and you hear beep, beep, that means get out and start blasting lead everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
What if, like, who? Because, like, shouldn't we kill that person if you're anticipating their arrival? Like, shouldn't that be part that we do now instead of sticking me in a barrel and if beep, beep gets here? What if I don't hear beep, beep? I just stay there?
How do I get out of the barrel?
How do I get out of the barrel? They're locked down. They've got clamps on them.
Is there air in this barrel?
Shut up, Steve. Get in barrel. Okay. This is an odd plan. I'm going to be on. Also, do you know which ones the bombs are in? Because if I hear beep, beep, stand up. So, shall we stack Steve next to the bombs? He didn't even have the chance for the beep beeps. That's what they do. They drive around and beep beep.
Yeah.
And guys stand up, start shooting at Randall. It's really dumb. The cops and the feds are en route, but they're stuck in traffic, so this gets to go on for a little while. And finally, the cops get there, and they like set up a roadblock at one side of the fence, and they're like, "No more beep beep for you, buddy."
Toxic part of they've discovered the plan, and they're like, well, these other parts will just blow the fuck out of this factory, but if this one goes,
the aerosol,
we're all in trouble.
Yeah, everybody's hair will be sticky and held perfectly in place if the aerosol goes.
You're gonna throw down a deadly Aquanet on the city of LA.
Yeah, right. Sir, have you been to
Aquanet
LA in
was-
the 80s?
If Aquanet was deadly, LA would have died. Millions dead already.
Right. We got to shut down the Aquanet so everybody starts using LA Looks.
Ooh. Which was not aerosol. It was
No,
pump.
it was goop. So, so they make the truck crash. The lady's like, "I'll ram it." And he's like, "No, I don't want to die for this. I'm lame." Even though later I say I'll die for this. Don't ask questions, lady. And he shoots her in the head and veers the truck off, and it crashes. And Randall gets out. And he starts chasing after Malik, and they go into this plant. And like Sam says, he thinks it's a big gun. I thought it was an M60 with a one of those big. Oh God, damn it! Not a pillbox, but.
It's got an attached magazine, but to
Yeah,
me,
it's a big
because it
magazine.
had the ring sight on the top, it looked very German. It
Okay.
looked like a German design because
It's
of
a
that
big
ring sight.
machine gun. He's got a big
It's a machine gun.
Yeah. You don't just have those. So he gets the drop off of him, gets the drop on him after, the smoke in the factory setting, and like, where are you? And eventually he gets on top of him and he's like, kill me. Wait, you just were in a car a second ago and said you weren't going to die for this shit, but now you want me to kill you.
Yeah.
I don't get your motivations, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to handcuff you and take you down to the cops, but you're going to have
By
a grenade
the
in your mouth.
way, after all this shook out, I don't think it was going to work.
Oh,
That's what he
Plan?
tells
yeah.
Gene Simmons. He's like, now that this has come to a head and I've beat you up and captured you, I feel like your plan was going to fail.
Yeah, it's a stupid plan, man. It's I mean, I've seen worse in other movies, like that last one last week with the airplanes and stuff. Boy, those guys didn't know what they were doing. But this is also a real dumb plan, Gene Simmons. So he's I'm watching Looney Tunes today with my son, and I hadn't seen this Roadrunner, but it's pretty funny. Coyote pulls back with a grenade, and he, like he's gonna bite onto the clip and then throw it, or the pin, but instead he bites onto the grenade and throws the clip. Mm-hmm. And it blows up. And I'm like, Gene Simmons! So he leads him out by the pin to the cops, and he's like, give me my $250,000. Oh, yeah? Where would you like the check sent? To the widow of my dead best friend, but not my girlfriend. I don't know her family at all.
I don't know her family yet, so fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them. Oh, what about the bonus? Fuck that bonus. Oh, he's got a life grenade, run! And then Gene Simmons kind of blows up. It was kind of a pretty lame explosion of a dude.
I liked it because it was like... He just kind of goes, oh no! And then his head pops and he falls over. And I'm like, that's probably how that would go.
Yeah, but his head doesn't really pop. Like, it just falls over. I don't know.
Kept it rated R.
I needed some explosions.
Yeah, okay.
Splatter.
It was funny. It was funny.
It was funny when the body hit the pavement.
Yep.
Body, you mean the dummy. So then Randall just walks away. He goes down in some water, probably toxic water, and starts being sad and playing the harmonica poorly again. And that's the movie.
Very Western-y ending. I mean,
Yeah.
It wants to be a Western. It's based on a Western. It tries its hardest. And he does the pain eyes. I think that this is very good acting by Rutger Hauer in this. It's just that right before that, Gene Simmons blew up, and it was kind of funny.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Who wants to go first on questions?
I don't have any, so somebody else can go first.
Because the plan is the biggest question, and it's just dumb. It's just not going to work. The barrel math is strange. The delivery, they don't seem to have ways. They come out with guns rather than, like, articulate devices to cause the explosions.
Right. Like,
because
the
if
barrels
he can
don't actually... Lots of barrels blow up, but none of the factory stuff blows up.
No, that was just, like, other barrels that blew up. Like, they really screwed it up bad.
They screwed it up
bad. This was never going to work.
What was in the armored truck? Was there more barrels? Guys in barrels in the armored?
No, there was just guys with guns. Like, no one had anything to blow up the barrels.
Nothing.
Unless he had, like, a remote detonator that only worked from a certain distance that he's going to drive around and, like, arm the detonators and then get out of there or something. That doesn't even work because you're going to die. You can't drive that piece of shit fast enough.
It doesn't.
It was never going to work.
Stupid plan. Bad idea. Jackie, I got a question for you. Do you like Rutger Hauer?
No, I think he's weird. I think he looks weird.
How do you like his hair?
It's fitting for him. I mean, he's really rocking his own hairstyle there. I mean, he's nailing it, but I just think he's just a weird looking dude, and I kind of creeps me out. Like he would kill somebody.
Yeah, he does that role pretty damn well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, like in real life,
he probably him and John.
He's probably super nice and
he's
brutally
probably
honest
super nice.
because he's Dutch.
Yeah, he's probably a really nice guy. Just he looks like a Dutchman to me. I know Sam loves him. That's pretty obvious. So we'll move on. It's hot in here. I'm ready to do final recommendations and reset in 2 weeks. Jackie, go.
Do not. It was boring.
That's all you're going to
I struggled to stay awake.
Okay. That's all she's going to give.
And yeah, I don't know. It was just okay.
Okay. I also think it's just okay. If you are a fan of Rutger Hauer, sure, of course. But I think it's a fairly run-of-the-mill, tough guy, cop, crime story. I don't want to say mundane, because that implies boredom. I didn't think it was boring. I just thought it was very, not banal, but just kind of there. I didn't see what you saw in it, Sam. I thought it was a 5 out of 10, so take it or leave it. But you go ahead.
I only give it a do for me. If I had this when I was a kid, I probably would have watched it like 10 or 20 times.
Yeah, I think so.
The thing I like most about it is the shooting. This thing looks great. It has that grainy 80s 500 Fujifilm blue light look to it. There's no lens flares despite the entire thing being shot at night. It's almost entirely ruined by how shitty the music is, so that it doesn't have that feel that like Point Blank with Wesley Snipes has that feel, because the music works with the pictures. The music doesn't work with the pictures here. Like, this thing is almost there in like a variety of ways, and then it's got this thing that fucks that up, and that the music fucks up all the visuals, which are great in this movie.
And the script. The script also matches the music. I mean, it is bad dialogue.
It doesn't know if it's a Western. It's a plotting crime film is what this is, but its story elements are action movie, and it's trying to remake a Western, so it doesn't do any of those things because you can't do those things at the same time, so it fucks that up. But I liked it. I like the way it looks. I like how much of a mess it is. I don't think it's nearly as bad as all the critics gave it, because I'm like, this is really like, I mean, James Horner does the music for this. This is as good, and the script's a little bit tuned. It's as good as 48 Hours, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But, so, I mean, I liked it. I don't know if I can say do it. I feel like you're either a Rutger Hauer completionist or somebody that just really likes 80s grainy crime movies, which is me. So if you're not me, I don't know. I'm going to be like, yeah, I don't know if you'll like this.
I know I do. Okay,
I know I do.
And I'm gonna enjoy it again. That's the show, guys. I want to get out of this office. In 2 weeks, it's Jackie's pick. Jackie, I want to throw you a curveball. I know that we were probably going to do Final Destination 3, but in 2 weeks, it will be your pick, and I have heard nothing but how god-awful and incredibly bad War of the Worlds starring Ice Cube is on Amazon Prime.
Oh.
In fact, TV's Frank had this to say: I think we all owe Madam Web an apology.
Oh, wow.
So hey, look, if you want to stick with your Final Destination thing, that's fine, but I am not going to stick with my fly hearts if you don't, and I will be pulling the trigger on Ice Cube's War of the Worlds.
You know what? I have been seeing that come up on my feed, and I'm like, do I do this? And then
You
I
should
kind of let
probably do
the
it.
first of it, I let the first of it like play, you know how it kind of gives you like the demo? And I'm like, God damn it, we're going to have to watch this for Stinker Madness. And
yeah,
so I'm not going to watch it by myself. So yeah, I mean, let's do it. Let's do it next week.
Okay.
Or when
2 weeks.
When it's my pick.
And in 1 week, I will actually be hanging out with Sam. So in 2 weeks, War of the Worlds on Amazon Prime. Everybody stay cool out there. Try not to melt. It's awful. It sucks. And we'll see you then. Get to the chopper.